Computer's on the fritz. How about we just go ahead and close all that out? What is going on, guys? Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Guys, what is going on? We're getting a little bit of a dumpski. I don't know what provoked this. Let's see. Probably absolutely nothing. Thank you for joining me. As always, I'm gonna have to get the I'm gonna have to have the chat up over here on my cellular device because my internet is acting funky, it looks like, or just my computer. Maybe I need more CPU. I don't know. Either way, we're all good now. So yeah. So here we go. Is this thing ever coming back down? Oh, depends on what we're talking about, sir. Are we talking about XRP? I mean, yes. The short answer, the easy answer is yes. They will come back down. Everything eventually comes back down. That's how it goes. But anyways, guys, it's a new month. It is December 2024. Highest monthly close in crypto history. Bitcoin dominance just closed a big candle to the downside on the monthly, says Dustin Singer. What is going on? What is going on? Crypto trades, Dustin Singer, Moses Hooper, Alexandra G. What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing this evening? So yeah, it is Macro Monday, so we're going to be going over some of the a lot of the macro stuff. Might be the start to something. Yes, we're going to be going over big picture stuff tonight, so strap in, because we've got a lot to go over. All right, let's just go ahead and bring up that beautiful Bitcoin chart. Turning some things off real quick. Let's go to that monthly candle chart and let's go to the chart. All right, probably should have picked a different chart. Guys, I think the moon throne, I think it worked. I'm just saying, I think it worked. Let's go to the Coinbase chart. There we go. Highest monthly close of all time. But that's not actually what I was talking about in the title, in the description of this video. I still have stuff drawn up on here. Let me take this off because Coinbase is my play with chart where I can delete everything. I want to keep everything on the Bitstamp chart on there. What is that? Is that like, what is this? Is that the shit? That's my mic. I was like, what is this? All right, guys. All right. That means ETH is next. Then alts. Maybe. We'll get into it. But right now, I want to look at Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and pull a horizontal array here, put this on here. So now this wasn't the first time that we have closed a a monthly candle higher than the old all-time high. We had already done that twice previously, but this is still the highest monthly candle close of all time. Regardless, this candle, guys, was a massive $26,000 candle. 37% for the month of November. What a ride. What a wave. What a wave. We haven't seen anything like that since this big old candle right here back in February. And then we got all this sideways consolidation for 6-7 months. Wonderful. Wonderful. Not really. Let's go ahead and take a look at the crypto heat map. Let's give this a little refresh. Nope, that's all good. XRP is still flying. Jeez Louise. 239, almost 240. Probably, I think it already hit 240. Anyways, taking a look. Let's go ahead and get rid of the throne. I wish I had it already up there, but it's okay. We'll make it. All right, so we've got a sea of red currently. I mean, we are 3 hours into the new day, the new trading day. So seeing a little bit of a pullback to start the day. We'll get into some other stuff to see if we can't see, if anything, if this is just a little minor pullback or if this is the start of something bigger. Spoiler alert. I think it's just a little baby pullback before we go on and go to $100,000. All right, so we've got Bitcoin almost down to percent, Ethereum down almost 0.75%. XRP was just up 5%. Now it's down to, whoa, just dropped a whole percentage. Look at that. XRP's dumping too now. So a little thing that I like to do is tell people, hey, XRP is pumping. Guess what that means? Get ready for a dump. Except this time it actually pumped for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. So yeah, kind of red across the board. Crazy seeing XRP up here now. It surpassed Solana in market cap. XRP is now the 3rd largest crypto in the world, excluding Tether. Of course, I don't consider Tether a crypto. It's just a stablecoin. So there we go. All right, so let's go back. Nope. All right, so yes, a little bit of sea of red, a little bit of pullback. Let's go ahead and go back to the Bitcoin chart. Let's go down to the lower term time frames. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Start this off right. Well, let's go back down to the weekly. So we got a nice expansion candle on our monthly. Let's take a look at the weekly, see if we see any kind of fair value gaps or anything like that. Immediately, I do see a fair value gap here. Let's see if we can get this down to 1 fair value gap. Okay, so we do have a single fair value gap here on the 2-week chart. So that is something that I would be watching. We could potentially come down and tap this. I'm going to be going over something new today that you probably, most likely, most of you have actually never seen before. So be prepared for that. And yeah, let's see who else. Oh, Average Crypto Joe, look at Doge please, and Aerodrome. Doge and Aerodrome. XRP on a heater this weekend. Yeah, let's go. Seems like that acid was really kicking in and he's starting to pee. What? Hi, Rocco. Good evening. Oh, In and Out Crypto. What's going on, Rocco? Good to see you in here. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Smash those likes. Thank you, Alexander G, for reminding the great people. What is a fair value gap? So in order to identify a fair value gap, it's just a 3 candle move. So you have 1 candle, you have a 2nd candle, and you have a 3rd candle, okay? Then you have wicks. You look for the wicks. Look for another wick. Real quick. All right. Now, the space between these 2 wicks right here and here is a fair value gap. Essentially, it just means that price was set at a fair value at that range, which means people mostly agree with price at that range. So typically, if you're above a fair value gap and you come down into it, it should act as support. If you are below a fair value gap and you're coming up into it, it should act as resistance, but not every time. Sometimes they act as fuel for continuation. Since we got a candle body close above the old all-time high on the 2-week, created the fair value gap, got another push up. Well, actually, yeah, this candle closing created the fair value gap. So now I will look for price to come down into that candle and show me what we're seeing. Now now this is something that you can only do with TradingView Premium. There are some indicators that are free that you can find in here, but they are nowhere near what the TradingView Premium indicator provides. And it's not an indicator, really. What it is it's real-time data of the orders being placed inside each candle. This is called our time price, or this isn't time price opportunity. This is our volume footprint. So we'll go to the volume footprint candles. It's going to look a little different. Histogram too large, probably got to go down to a smaller time frame. Weekly is probably going to be too big too. Daily, histogram too large. Am I on a good enough chart for this? What's going on? I thought I was looking at this on the daily last night. I was. I need to find a different chart, maybe. Uh-oh. I'm frozen. Oh, there it goes. It's taking a sweet time. Hello. Everybody's on TradingView, hitting sell. What's going on? Armypiper. Good evening, LBC. Good evening, Alexander G. Good evening, all you beautiful DGens. Good evening to you, sir, as well. You were tripping about your microphone and it looked weird on our screens. Oh, yeah. I was like, what? What is that? All right. I guess we're not wanting to act right tonight. What's going on? Do I need to go to a different chart? Are you going to act better on a different chart? Wow, things are really dumping, huh? All right. Anywho, so I've got this set to non-gradient colors, but essentially we can see, so what this does is this breaks down each side of the candle. Your bids, which is your buys, and your ask, which are your sells, and it gives you, and it puts out a delta and a total. You know, let's put out a third one. I don't know where it's at. So you can actually see in real time what orders essentially are being placed. Now this is better on like a lower time frame. We can go to the 5-minute, but you can see 1 million here. These white bars, this is going to be your point of control for the candle. Wow, in this 1 5-minute candle, we've got 3.96 million orders. Okay, with a positive delta, which means more buy orders or more bidding than ask coming into the market. So as price is pushing down, we are seeing bids starting to come in a little bit. All right, so now something I was looking at last night as well is sometimes there's a divergence between the point of control and the delta of the candle. Meaning, sometimes, so let's say the delta is positive here. Actually, this is a perfect example right here. So this says a negative 3 million delta, which means more sellers than buyers in this candle. But the point of control was higher on the buy side. This red highlighted area shows where orders are stacked, which means price is likely to come back into those areas. The zeros are single prints. This just means nobody was buying here, and it just fell through. But yeah, pretty cool thing that I'll be getting into even deeper. Good question, Moses. What is a fair value? Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'll be getting even deeper into this later on because we can have some killer strategies with this I guess candle type, with this type of candle. I don't know what else to call it, because you know it's not Heikin-Ashi, but it's like it's your delta candles is what I'll call them. Your volume footprint, that's what it's called. So it's the footprint of the volume in the market. So what this can help you identify is, so if I come up here and I take a look, let's see, was anybody buying up here? So what I can tell is, or what this can allow me to see on the inside of the candles is, all right, so let's see, we had a lot of buyers here, or a lot of buy orders up here. However, there was no one selling up here. So there's no one to buy from at this high price, so we had to drop the price lower. Okay, so I would figure this would be so we're actually back to back, people trying to buy, orders not getting filled, it's getting pushed down. That tells me we have possibly some trapped buyers up here. So this will help you, this can help you find trapped buyers, trapped sellers in the market. It's a little complex, so we'll you know, I'm still kind of going over it myself, getting refreshed with it. I haven't used volume footprint in a while, but yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. It's how I found this area over here last night. Saw the price come up. I drew out this box right here because there were stacked orders here, stacked buy orders. So when price came back into it, I was expecting a reversal, and of course we bounced off of it once, came back into it, bounced off of it again, and went to the upside. Now this is all choppy mess. This all just kind of, man, this ain't looking good right here. Let's see. Let's put a Fibonacci on here. Let's go from low to high. All right, so at the 786 from this low to this high, let's see. Where was, see, we've already surpassed, so we just took out this low. Yep. So we just took out this low right here at 96,185. So this is what I was expecting prior to this move. This is what I posted, shared this in the Piper Academy Discord. Go ahead and check that out. Link in the description down below. Become a member today and get in a trading group, because we are sharing everything that we possibly can, all the alpha. All right, so I saw a bullish divergence here forming. I believe it's on the 1 hour. What was I on, the 2 hour? Yep. I was saw it forming on the 2 hour. I saw the cups forming, and this is usually where we're gonna get another push. And I thought we would get another push, and we would finally break that 100K. But then I thought after that we would likely come down and revisit the range lows. We do have a naked point of control over here, which is just a point of control that has not been revisited. So that's the level I am aiming for, which is about 87. I want to say it's about 88K, $88,000. Double top on XRP, says Moses. Sup Piper, we be jamming. Where is this indicator on TradingView? It's not an indicator, and you have to have TradingView Premium. So that's why I just want to go over it. But a lot of people don't have TradingView Premium. If you don't, they still have 70% off for a year. I think that still goes on through tomorrow because it's Cyber Monday. So I think that still goes on through tomorrow. So it's, if you're looking to get into trading, it's the best bang for your buck, in my opinion. It comes around once a year. Every year they do the 70% off, and you can renew it again next year after you've made money. But I do love it because you do get some of the added volume metrics and volume features. It's not just the volume footprints, it's also the whoops, I did not want to go to that. It is also our time price opportunity, which is like a volume profile, and our session volume profile. So that just goes session by session, gives you the volume profile for each session, for the start of the day and through the end of the day. So yeah, Bitcoin getting a little bit of a pullback, figures. Ethereum getting a little bit of a pullback. We do have the golden pocket sitting below us here at $3,472. We got above, we closed the daily candle above the level that I wanted to. Let's go back. Let's go to the daily. Okay, so right now, we've crossed above this high here, and we're starting to dip back below it. So I really want to see us get back above, I'd say, this high right here at $3,679. Get back above and close above that high, and we're fine. This is Monday. Typically, Monday starts off with a false move and then goes on and does the opposite. Not every time, but we'll see. We'll see. Good evening. Have y'all heard the word of our Lord XRP? What is going on, Wick 589? I was hoping to see you in the chat. You and 2Dubs. XRP was my first crypto ever. So, and I've been through it all, being part of that community, both good and bad. Made some friends, lost some friends. People, you lose your cool when your main asset does absolutely nothing for 3 years, but then rips out of nowhere. But anyway, wasn't really out of nowhere. We were expecting it a little bit. But yeah, ETH, I want to see it get back above. I want to see it get back above this downwards trending resistance, flip that into support, and then I have a price target, a measured move target, to about $7,332. So that's like more macro. That 618. Of course, we still got to get through the old all-time high. Zoom out. Right over here at $4,867 per the Coinbase chart. So that's gonna be, that's gonna be the one. So we've gotten above this one, and we need to get above this one. All right, now we're getting a little bit of a pullback, which is okay. Let's see. I sold all my XRP as soon as it hit 68 cents, doubled my average, but who could have seen this mooner? Me. Sorry. Couldn't help myself today. FOMO'd into XRP big time. Can't fade a running horse. Alright. Yeah, man, I like the supports. It was a cozy ride accumulating. Yeah, man, that's the thing. It's like, eventually the thing was going to pop. And it always does. But, usually when it does, it is typically a signal that, at least a part of the cycle is coming to an end. So it could just be, I don't know. I would think that we'd get more than 1 month out of it. I think XRP is one of those things where it's gonna run for like 2 or 3 months straight. But we'll see. But nothing ever hurt with a nice little pullback, right? And since we are talking about it, I am going to go ahead and go over to the Dixie. I gotcha. You gotta wait for the XRP. Let's see. The Dixie. So we did get that rejection off of that weekly, actually 2-week. Off of that 2-week fair value gap. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just nailed it, and then has since rejected. And then, so we are getting a little bit of a push up here on the Dixie. So this could be part of the reason why we're seeing a little bit of a sell-off. But not just that. Things are running hot. Things are running heated. You expect some kind of pullback. I see you chatting, Wick, on the Lunar Beach's crypto feed. So you're saying you know. Yes, I do. I do know. Let's go ahead and bring up the chat. Pop out chat. Streamlabs. Let's go over to window capture. That's the one. That's the one I'm looking for. Live chat pop out. Done. Is it going to give it? Doth provideth thine chat? I do not see it. Doth not provideth thine chat? Oh, something went wrong. That would explain it. Pop out chat. Load. I need to see. I don't know why it's. Oh, I know why it's not working. It's okay. So LBC does know. Oh. So you're saying you know that it's streaming on both Piper Academy and on my channel? Yes. I've got to figure that out. I need to like make these streams private or something on my channel. That way it's only streaming live on this channel. Yep. Let's see, where are we? So US dollar currency index. So yeah, the Dixie got a nice little bounce, or not bounce, rejection off of the 2-week fair value gap. We will see if it, well, when we came down, we've broken this low on the daily, closed below this low on the daily. All right, so I would be looking for us, or for it to retest this block here. And then roll over. So that's what I want to see from the Dixie. We get something like this, where we're going back to the moon, where we started. Let's go ahead and take a look at our futures. What are our futures looking like? Let's take a look at the ES. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Are we getting a sell-off on our SPY futures too? Does not look like it. Does not look like it. I mean, a little bit, but Not a whole lot. We do have a itty bitty tiny gap over here. A little bit of exhaustion here. Volume, what is this called? Or my momentum filter is starting to flip to the upside. We're seeing some momentum flip to the upside. The volume is staying on the top side above the zero line, starting to flip bigger to the upside. So if we can get some SPY to continue going, it would lift all of us up. But right now it is currently down 0.19%. I don't see any gaps from the weekend. Weekend gaps. Let's pull up my spaceman. So previous week high, last Monday's high. So I could see us come down and retest that. We also have the weekly open over here. Is this accurate? Weekly open over here, and Monday midpoint over here. Daily open here. So this is not, this might run off of the regular trading hours. So might not be able to use that one. Let's go ahead and pull up the Market Dynamics Pro. So we do have previous week high sitting right below us, previous day high. Yeah, this is the previous day. That's not the previous day. All right, so this is just, welcome to stocks. Excuse me. Welcome to stocks. These are futures, so real-time trading hours. I need to go to electronic trading hours. There we go. There we go. All right, so we are now I'm live. Now we're live. All right, so I do see some relatively equal lows here. I would expect for the SPY to come down and probably sweep those lows at the very least. Let's go ahead and put up, let's see, how are we trending? How are we trending? So we did have, so this is the bottom. So we broke the trend, came up, and now we're starting to get a little bit of a pullback. So this is after we came up to this high. Barely got above it, but we did get a close above it. This high sitting back here from November 11th. We did get a close above it, so this could just be a temporary pullback to grab some more liquidity to push us even higher. But looking at the SPY, I mean, looking at all of this, I mean, all I'm seeing is a bunch of stop loss areas where we could expect a bunch of stops to be resting. So all the way down, that's just how I view the market. So anything below these lines or tapping these lines is what I would expect. I would expect to bounce off of any of these lines because they are lows sitting over here to the left, where we know that there's going to be stacked orders there, because we know that people put their stop losses, if they're long, they're going to put them at the lows, right at the lows. So that's where you're putting your stop losses. So that's where you're going to have your liquidity resting, and that is where price would likely go. It's a little down, so I'd be looking for a pullback there, possibly here for the ES, which is currently sitting at 6,042 points. The NQ. What are we looking like here? What are you guys saying? Hey, buddy, Disclosure Crypto. Look at Gary Network. Pumping all above. If any of you while you're at it, would you check MicroStrategy? I got quite a few of my friends asking me about XRP and everything. Way bad FOMO. I'm trying to calm them down a little bit, but they can't wait to get money in their accounts. Yeah, so funny thing is, over the weekend, or over Thanksgiving rather, I saw my uncle who I made a post about, a meme post. It was all fun and games, but a little bit. I mean, for the most part. But he's like, because I told him, I was like, yeah, because he said something about XRP, and I was like, yeah, and this is before it popped off even more, right? He was like, he was like, bro, the FOMO is real. Yeah. So my uncle was like, so XRP, huh? And I was like, yeah, yeah, that was the first crypto I ever got into. And he was like, so you got some? I was like, I got a little. He was like, it's like, dude, I think we're gonna be millionaires. And I was like, why is that? Go back in time a little bit. He sent me a message on Facebook 3 or 4 weeks ago. Some short video of some guy, never seen him before in my life, saying XRP is going to $10,000. I said, Uncle, XRP is not going to $10,000. But it might go to 10, but it's not going to 10,000. The market cap would be absolutely insane if it was to go to $10,000. I mean, it's basically the SHIB to a dollar type deal, you know, basically the same thing. Shiba Inu to a dollar, you got to have like all the money in the world. So this is kind of interesting here on the NASDAQ. We do have a rising channel in here. That rising channel, these typically break to the downside. So we can see if it'll try and go for another push for the highs here. Let's go ahead and pull a fib. Yep, so we've got the 786 sitting right here and the 886 right here at 21,144 and right above that at 21,243. So if we are to come up, I would be watching these levels. If we are to come up and approach these levels, I would definitely be watching those with caution. We want to get through those if we want to see continuation to the upside. But right now, I see some equal lows down here, and I see this rising channel, and I'm thinking that the NASDAQ actually might sell off, or might even sell off even sooner than that. It might not even have that move up. We are seeing resistance here at the golden pocket, so could definitely see a sell-off here for the NASDAQ. I could see a sell-off for crypto, just about everything, for at the beginning of December, tax purposes, Christmas present purposes, all different kinds of reasons. But these are your support levels down here, according to Chart Prime. However, I will be watching these equal lows. Would not be surprised to see these lows get swept, if not lower. All right, that's enough for the NASDAQ. I'm gonna guess that the E-mini Dow Jones is looking about the same, little double top. Yep, double top on the E-mini Dow Jones. Let's see if it fits my rules for a double top. Let's go ahead and draw this wick here. Pull this across. Got a candle body close inside. Rejection. That does fit my rules for a double top. Uh-oh. We also have bearish divergences coming in from here to here. Not so much from here to here. Yes. Yeah. seeing some bearish divergences here on the Dow Jones. Could be seeing a sell-off across the board. Might want to go in and close all my trades. We'll see. I have about 7 trades open right now. Can't argue with conspiracy theorists. Just thank your lucky stars. There will always be exit liquidity to at least $589. Yeah, I don't even think it's gonna go to $100. I think we'll be lucky if XRP goes to $20. I have seen and I have charted out as high, and it is possible, as high as $27. Outside of that, yeah, I don't think so. Smash the like. All right, someone said something about. I got the MicroStrategy. Means ETH then alts. I think ETH and layer 2s will probably run fairly close together, in my opinion. Because there's a lot of correlation between those, obviously. Okay, I cannot find. I think $5 solid. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be selling at $5 XRP. So, maybe 420. Maybe get out of 420 for the memes. I just want to rotate out of XRP and into TIA. Wish me luck. Good luck, 589. Wick. Mr. Wick. All right. If somebody can find those tickers for me and throw them in the chat. Oh, wait. I found it. Doge and Aerodrome. Doge and Aerodrome. So we'll do Doge. Well, first we'll go to MicroStrategy because we're still in stocks. And then we'll get into crypto. I mean, MicroStrategy is not even trading right now, so MicroStrategy needs to hold this low. There we go. There you go. Wishing you good luck, Wick. Yeah, wishing you good luck, mate. So MicroStrategy needs to hold this low. Let's zoom out a little bit. See what we're seeing. I think my worst fears are gonna come true. And that is, it's not really my worst fears because it gives a lot of people a little more time to buy. But I feel like a lot of the movement that's going on right now is just to get people talking about crypto and get people more involved in crypto, get more retail more involved in crypto, and then we see a little bit of a sell-off coming up for like a month, maybe. For like a month or so, maybe just a couple of weeks. We'll see. We do have the FOMC in a couple of weeks, so you know we got to be watching out for that. We could just see some selling off and some slow grinding down until the FOMC. Of course, we will have plenty of outliers likely popping off along the way. Things that haven't popped off just yet. But let's see. MicroStrategy. Bearish divergences like crazy coming in here on the 4-hour. Breaking this trend line here. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's looking slight, kind of weak. I could see a move up to start the week and then come down and start retesting some levels down below. We can see we do have, let's see, this high here. We have a consolidation range here. Let's go ahead and pull that up or look at that. So consolidation range, just draw it out. And then run up. Where's the back test of the consolidation range? Call it this, run up, push higher. And that's usually how it goes. All right, let's see. Let's take a trend line, draw this across. So yeah. So we get the breakout, we get the retest, we launch. I mean, seeing that little move to the upside, I need to zoom out a little more, see what I'm looking at here. So we came up, so that top line there that we hit, nailed, was the 1.618. So getting a little bit of a getting a pullback would not be the end of the world for MicroStrategy. Yeah, I could definitely see a pullback there. Of course, I'm kind of seeing a pullback across the board, but definitely possibly coming back down to, I would first look at this level here because this is a high. We did create a little bit of a block here. So at about 261, but then I would expect for the golden pocket at 216 to hold. So I would be looking for that on MicroStrategy if we do get the pullback. Outside of that, could just be short term and we just continue higher. But we do have the 4.236 sitting at about 1400. So hey, we could get there. Take the 1300% and run. Yeah, right. Sailor bought BTC with my money. MSTR dumped 500% next day. I know 2020's tax loss harvesting was pretty light. What do you think, man? Are you talking to me? No idea. I know 2020's tax loss harvesting was pretty light. Oh. Yeah, I mean but that's 2020. It's been a crazy year. We've had back-to-back 27% or more moves on the S&P year to year, which is massive. First time that's happened since like 1998, right before, .com bubble, you know what I'm talking about? So I think we have about a year or two left before everything hits the fan. But yeah. So MicroStrategy, I would like to see if it does get a pullback. I mean, it's actually not looking too bad. It's getting a little bit of a push down here, but it could form a little bit of a bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence. So a hidden bullish divergence is when our oscillator is creating lower lows, but our price is creating higher lows. So that's going to be a hidden bullish divergence. It just means that even though momentum is kind of dying down, price is holding up higher, showing that it's just cooling off and we could see continuation to the upside. So right now, I don't really look at MicroStrategy's chart, so I don't really know how it does, how it moves. But I mean, imagine it moves like just about everything else, and it's gonna follow Bitcoin a lot, or Bitcoin's gonna follow it a lot. One of the two. Oh, good evening, Jeanette. I'm looking to swap my Ethereum for low cap. Any suggestions? Not financial advice, but have you heard of TRB? No, I'm kidding. Don't do TRB. Yeah. No problem. No problem, Massey. But I mean, oh man, I mean that's a pretty hefty bearish divergence there. So, but if it holds up, I mean it's looking pretty solid. The money flows flip rounding back to the upside too. So, I would say just give it a couple of days. I probably want to watch the market for the next week or two. See how, or start off with the next couple of days and see how everything's doing. See if we're just taking a little bit of a breather, just calming down a little bit. The holidays are or not the holidays, but Thanksgiving is behind us in the US. What do we got coming up? Let's see. We've got earnings for, that's not until February. So, I don't know, man. MicroStrategy doesn't look too bad. I almost said MicroStrategies. Like good old Piper. Let's take a look at the total. All right, we're going to run through the totals real quick. And then we're going to look at XRP. And then we're going to get out of here. How does that sound to you guys? I can't believe we've already almost flown by an hour. Let's go to that monthly chart and take a look at this beautiful total crypto market cap. This is the one I was talking about, guys, in the title. Highest monthly candle close ever for the entire crypto market. I need a soundboard so we can do the whole like clap cheers thing. Woo! I was greedy. I was eyeing that 2,000%. Yeah, you can't be getting greedy. What you think XRP maxes out in first quarter of 2025? I don't know when. I don't ask me about time predictions. Okay? Don't ask me about time predictions. Barely like giving price predictions, but definitely not time predictions. But I'll get into XRP in a second. We're going to go over these totals real quick. So our total crypto market cap closes the highest monthly candle of all time. Total 2, our altcoins saw some nice expansion last month. Nice. Very nice expansion. So altcoins getting a big move. I could actually see December, the way that these candles are looking. I don't really see too much happening potentially. I'll need to go and look through a lot of altcoins, but what I could see is a consolidation here for the month. I know it's not what anyone wants to hear, but I could see a consolidation here for a month, create a monthly fair value gap wherever this wick ends up being, and then come January, have an early January sell-off into that fair value gap, which could just come down to the high that we just broke for a retest, and then continue higher for the remainder of quarter 1 2023. That's the 1.618 is at about a $2.5 trillion market cap for your altcoins. That is the total 2. That's everything minus Bitcoin. Unfortunately, it includes stablecoins. Cool trick you can do. Total 2 minus USDT dot D minus USDC dot D, enter. And now we have a whole new chart that is total 2 minus Bitcoin and your top 2 stablecoins. And now we're at a $1.46 trillion market cap. Still says 1.46 trillion because there's billions of dollars within those stablecoins. But yeah, first quarter, mid-year. Yeah, it's born started early. You think? Usually it's been odd years. First quarter after elections. So yeah, I mean, I went over that probably a month ago. It was prior to the elections. Going off of history, it's about the bull run once we get past the US election, we usually run for another 380 days, something like that. And then that would put us to about December of next year. So that's what I'll be looking for potentially. However, there's a lot of stuff that could happen. You never know what could happen. We could see, I don't know, a recession or something. You know, we are starting to see labor cool quite a bit. So, um, if we do start seeing some type of mass deportation, expect inflation to start rearing its ugly head, for various different reasons, but mostly taking labor out of the marketplace and having to hire people that want to make more money than illegal immigrants, basically. So I don't know. It's just something that I'd be watching out for. But yeah, total two, looking good. We just gotta we gotta break out. We gotta get above the all-time high, $1.7 trillion. Let's go to the total three. This is everything minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this one's looking really good here. Oh yeah, this one looks like it could expand too, but I don't know, man. We could see a consolidation month for a lot of crypto. That doesn't mean we won't have other things that pop off, but it's just something to watch. I'll definitely we'll be going over this, but I'm just trying to get through a little bit of everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more push up, 5. All right, so that's your total DeFi. Your others, which is everything minus the top 10, looking good too. So nothing has broken out into a new all-time high on our totals other than the entire crypto market, our total one. So, but hey, that's the only one that really matters. I do want to look at the Russell real quick. Let's see, Russell closed the monthly below the high. It set a new all-time high last month. Closed the monthly below the old all-time high. I actually prefer that. I actually prefer that. And another thing about these candles too is that we closed towards the high of the candle. There wasn't a big giant wick at the top, right? That showed like this one right here. When you see a big giant wick at the top, that means lots of sellers up here, not as many buyers. And that means weakness. So, but hey, look at that. That is technically enough of a sweep there. And this is kind of a sketch range that I could definitely see us coming down because we got these equal lows right here. Ugh, that range is sketch, bro. We do have an order block here. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'll be watching that one. December is going to be an interesting month. This is going to be an interesting month. So we're going to have to be careful. Take our profits early. Take early and often. Let's take our profits. No one ever went broke paying themselves. Not financial advice. But I'm literally telling you to pay yourself. Pay yourself when you can. All right. Last one. I know I'm going to go over to do this, but that's okay. Let's go to the Bitstamp chart. XRP Bitstamp chart. So XRP monthly close just above. I know the market cap closed. The XRP market cap, crypto cap. I know, yeah. So the XRP market cap closed a new all-time, or got its highest close ever. Didn't close into a new all-time high, but got its highest close ever. Look at these freaking candles. It is absurd. Let's go back to the price chart and take a look. Wicked chart. Let's go to the weekly. This is what I've been looking at. Instant 20% plus on your gains just by not paying capital gains. There you go. Well, you say instant 20% plus on your gains. It's really 20% that you're getting to keep. That you're getting to keep. All right, so XRP can't stop, won't stop, sitting at $2.44.5. Per the Bitstamp chart, the high is $2.47. Is that right? No, $3.31. All right, so getting very close to that one. Now, depending on what exchange you look at, that number will vary. You've got some at 331, you got some at like 350 something, you even got one at like 380 something from 2017. That's because each exchange is different, you know, depending on the liquidity of the exchange and all that good jazz. But man, this thing just looks like it's just going for it. But I don't know, man. 4 straight weeks, so 3 years of consolidation. Let's just take out from this high. Let's see, this high. 100 and let's go back over here. 185 weeks wiped out in 4. 185 weeks wiped out in 4 weeks. Just, this is the melting faces that I was always promised. I was always promised the melting of the faces. And we are finally starting to get it. Oh. Will it continue? I sure as hell hope so. At some point. Would not be surprised if we got a really quick wick back down to $1. That is how XRP is, but I don't know if it's going to do that. Maybe we can come back down to this, to the 2021 high and retest that. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and pull a fib on here. High to low. Come on, there we go. All right. So we are coming up at the 786, $2.61. That's going to be a pretty strong fib to get through, $2.63. If we can get through that, we will probably continue to just keep pushing. At the 1.618 is $5.29. $5 will be a psychological level. A lot of people are saying they're going to sell a lot at $5. My not financial advice to you is put your orders below $5 if you're wanting to actually take some profits, because it'll likely stop short of $5. You know, at least initially, before, you know, getting a pullback, before moving back to the upside. I'm just saying, be careful, watch out, make sure, and this goes for a lot of your coins. If you are seeing a certain price for a coin said often and a lot, and it's realistic, it's not something crazy, like a $5 XRP is very realistic, it's not something crazy. But if you see that for any of your cryptos, just like Bitcoin, 100K, you see a lot of old coins coming on exchange and selling in the 90s prior to the 100K. And those are people that have been in this game and doing it for a while, and they know people are going to try and sell at 100K. People will try to buy at 100K. We need to front run the selling. And that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. How many people are going to sell at $5.89? The meme, yeah, a lot of people will sell at $5.89. But there are a lot of people, if it ever gets there, if there's ever enough money to do it, $58.90 will probably be a level. But we'll see. We shall see. But XRP just absolutely skyrocketing, melting all the haters' faces. I see you, Mr. J. You're not in the chat, but I know you are absolutely seething at seeing XRP just pump like this. You just cannot believe it. all the XRP haters just absolutely cannot believe it. And that's fine. That's okay. We tried to tell you it was going to happen eventually. XRP and ADA always run last. XRP and ADA always run last. Let's take a bars pattern real quick before we get out of here of these previous moves here. All right, let's make sure we are nice and equal here. All right. Your thoughts on the super cycle? Now see, this gets us out past a 4.236, and this has a price target of not gonna happen, so I'm not even gonna entertain that. But if we take it from the low, 77, I just don't see it. That 4.236 though sits at about $13.68. So definitely possible to get to a full 4.236 extension at $13.68. One last thing, since you asked. Supercycle. So it is my opinion that we have been in a super cycle. We are in the 5th and final wave of that super cycle. And I'll go ahead and just draw that out here. I've got it drawn out, but it might be hard to see. Super cycle started here back in 2019. First wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave, 5th and final wave to the upside. And what I'm looking at now is looking for that 1, 2, 3, 4, and that final 5th wave pushing up. Now I do have a pullback here and then a continuation to the upside. And that pullback would go on until about March. So I mean, the thing is, like, we popped up. I was really hoping that we would tag 102K, 101 per this chart before we got the pullback, which we can still do. We can definitely still do that. But we might start the pullback earlier than expected, come back down. We can't cross into the territory of wave 3, period, point blank. We cannot cross below 70. What is the highest level over here? 71, 72, 72, 756. 70, that's the highest one I see. Yeah. So $73,000. Cannot cross below that. Cross below that. That says that this was the last bit of the final 5th wave, and we are donezo. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that we could just see an ABC correction and then continue to the upside, just like I have here, ABC, and then continue to the upside. But yeah, this is coming down too low because this would invalidate the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't want to invalidate to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's hold above that 73K. And then outside of that, all these lines here, by the way, blue lines represent U.S. elections. The white lines represent market tops, which historically have happened. If I still have it down here, yep, 385 days after the U.S. election. 385 days after the U.S. election. So that's why I could see us break 100K, get a pullback down. Hopefully, I was hoping we'd get up past 100K, like get up to 115 to 120, and then get a pullback down to 100 and then ramp up to potentially like $156,000. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin right there. And if it can go slow like this instead of just absolutely moonshotting, which is very possible given its size, but this is the 4, I'll put it that way. So this says the 4-year cycles are still a thing, and maybe they will always be a thing. Going ahead and breaking out and hitting, 150K before without correcting or anything like that. Or not, sorry. Hitting 150K prior to Q4 this year, I'll say. November, December. Hitting it prior to that, 4-year cycles are dead. No more 4-year cycles. They do not exist. But if it does do something like this and then moves up, then I think, okay, 4-year cycles might still be alive. Maybe. Now, I'm in the camp that the 4-year cycles don't exist and they never existed. I mean, they've coincidentally happened to kind of line up every 4 years, but it just so happens that Bitcoin kind of doesn't do anything until the SPY moves, and the Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ, and the Russell 2000. So the Russell 2000 broke out into a new all-time high. All of a sudden, risk on everywhere. Altcoins start exploding. XRP explodes. XRP gets listed to Robinhood. That's another reason why it's going up. Look at what's on Robinhood, guys. I'm telling you. Look at what's on Robinhood, crypto-wise. Those coins very likely pump. In my opinion, not financial advice. Litecoin is one of them. SHIB, Doge. Doge's already been pumping. SHIB started pumping today, I think. Bitcoin's on there. Ethereum's on there, of course. Pretty sure they've got DOT and, a few others on there. Webull has some cryptos too, so I'd definitely be looking at those. The reason being is just the more liquidity and asset it can get in it, the higher it'll likely go. So, especially on those exchanges in particular. So, but yeah. And a lot of people are going to be taking their stocks, the money that they've made on Nvidia or on Tesla or on Netflix or any of the FANG, Apple, anything that's in stocks, they're going to be taking that money. A lot of people will be, and they'll be rotating it into the cryptos that are on that exchange. So look out for those cryptos. Cardano is one of them. XRP is one of them. Ethereum Classic is even one of them. So just go check those out. Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dino Coins. This is your time. All right? This is your time. I even saw EOS pumping. It's pumping into a vacuum, but it was pumping nonetheless. But yeah, we have, I could go on for a whole other 45 minutes, but my voice is starting to go because, believe it or not, if you haven't heard me at all tonight, I still got the sniffles. I'm still not 100%, and I'm about to go back and work tomorrow. Oh, I didn't look at Aerodrome. I think we'll be all right. You think heavy regulations can slowly start to weed out meme BS coins? Do you want that? Or do we want to regulate ourselves? Cardano? Wow, I'll buy it, says BitInnuendo. Yeah, exactly. That's how they're going to look at it. Cardano, it's only $1. Let me go ahead and push buy. So look for the stuff that looks super cheap on there too, because that's the way people think about things. They're going to say, oh, Ethereum, it's $4,000, whatever, 3,800, whatever it is right now. 3,700. That's too much. Look at this thing. It's only $1. I'm going to put some money into that. What is this Shiba Inu? It is less than a penny? What? I'm going to put my money into that. It's going to be Banana Land. And I think it's starting soon. If it has not already started. LBC, you know about those neti pots? Man. No, I do not. What is that? Let me know what that is. But yeah. So anyway, guys. Great show tonight. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. Thank you for being here, as always. My wife was out of town. She went on a mission trip this past weekend to Dallas to do some stuff with putting together boxes for children across the world. Yeah, for your sinuses, bro. Neti pots. Never heard of it. Oh, wait. Is that those ones where you sit over the thing, you know, like you boil it and you sit over it and it just oozes the snot out? Yeah, it's gross, but yeah. Yeah, man, neti pots. You said it right. It'll get your sinuses 100%. I'll have to look into it. But, so yeah, wife went on a mission trip this weekend. I think they've already sent out 170,000 boxes for underprivileged or impoverished children across the world. And so it was just me and the little guy this weekend. Wasn't able to do a whole lot of charting, but I mean, hey, we're here. We're back. Everything's back. And yeah, we'll have to take a look and see what happens tomorrow, today, Monday, and then we'll get back to the charts tomorrow and see was this just a little bit of a breather before 100K? Or is this going to be part of a bigger pullback? We'll see. We'll see. But Mrs. Lunar Beaches. Yeah, Mrs. Lunar Beaches. Mrs. Lunar. Mrs. LBC. Memes are like a casino without De Niro. Oh, the memes thing. Sorry. I get sidetracked. I I don't think we're going to need regulations for those things. Because I think that the next bear market that we see is going to be the longest bear market in crypto history, and it is going to be brutal. And I think a lot of this market is going to wash itself out without regulation. So all I know is if you're playing any memes, they are not long-term holds. Understand that. They are pure gambles, 100% pure gambles. Everything in this market is pretty much a gamble. Everything in almost any market's a gamble. But memes are just casino. You said it in the chat. Memes are like a casino. It is nothing but a gamble because you're not going off of any kind of fundamentals. There's nothing long-term about it. It is literally for fun. It is not for investing. So if you do play the meme game, don't put all of your eggs in one meme. And if you do put money into one, take profits early and often, because you might not be able to take profits because that's kind of how those things go. Anytime I have played memes in the past, it has only been on spot, and it has only been for like a double up, and then I get out. No more. I am not looking to 10x. I'm looking to 1x or 2x and get out. I'm not holding on to it long term at all. At all. But anyways, guys, we can talk more later. That's going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching and being here with me and supporting me and being amazing people. Hola, French Toaster coming in at the very end. Excuse me. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Thank you for joining me as always. I appreciate each and every single last one of you. We're going to get right back at it here tomorrow, Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. till midnight Eastern Standard Time. It's mad, baby, is what we do. Markets After Dark. Tomorrow morning, don't forget to catch Good Morning Crypto. We'll have hopefully a refreshed, back from vacation, BC Port Corp, and then we'll have the morning market report back with the OC guy and the one and only Army Piper. And then in the evening, we'll have the crypto nightcap. Oh, wait, I skipped a show because we got 5 now. Trade Intuition, T.I. Joe, coming to you live 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have the Crypto Nightcap at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then right back here for Markets After Dark. Oh, yeah, that's with TRADEFLY and FD White. Shout out to those guys. And they are also, Tuesday night, going to be FD White and TRADEFLY will be the sole focus of Billy Goat Tales. So check that out. Go to X or Twitter and check out Billy Goat Tales. We have TRADEFLY and FD White coming on there this Tuesday. And yeah, come by and check that out. And yeah, I will see all you beautiful people tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Mad love as always. And I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I'll see you in the morning. Peace out.